So Ms. Harvey, we know one of your businesses is the Zenobia Harvey collection. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so the Zenobia Harvey collection is a fashion collection of customized accessories. I customize earrings, necklaces, bows. That's really what I'm known for. Everybody loves my bows. I have sets such as purses and bows. You have shoes and bows. It's kind of all over the place, but I really want to make my mark by being different. Some of my looks are a little abnormal. Sometimes they're a little calm, but yeah, that's what I do. I love accessorizing you.
So when did you start this business?
I started about last summer. I had a lot of shoes, and one too many. As you know, we as females, we love to wear heels.
Right.
And so I said I did not want to give my heels away, so I needed to do something. And one day I just got this pair of, I think it was a cream pair of heels. And they were more so like church shoes, and so I just started adding pearls to them and like little diamonds and stuff. And they were my very first pair of shoes that had laces. And at that moment, that's when I knew that this was like a route that I wanted to take in the fashion industry. Never thought about it before. It actually reminded me of when I was a child. My mom didn't have a lot of money to purchase like doll clothes and dolls and stuff. And so I would take socks, I would cut them up, I would get some needle and thread, and I would sew shirts and skirts. And I didn't even know that at that age that God was instilling that creativity in me. And so let's fast forward 30 something years later, and that's where I started. So unfortunately, around March, of course, we all know that the pandemic happened, and I was laid off of my job. And I don't think that I was in a position mentally saying, Lord, where am I going to get money from? But, you know, a lot of us were at home, and, you know, we found some things to do. And I found the collection. I started out with bows. I started doing live videos, and then it went from bows to purses. It went from purses to shoes. It went from shoes to earrings. And so, you know, I was kind of all over the place, but I think it was really God's way of showing me, hey, you can have your hand in all of it. And it has been a tremendous success since then. I have a great support system. My items have actually made it all the way to California, Virginia,
wow, awesome.
Louisiana, North Carolina. And so yeah, I have pieces kind of all over the place, but I have goals to go even further than that.
That's awesome. Okay, so with your pieces, do you just create them and market them on social media, or you actually accept customized orders?
Well, I actually do a little bit of both. But before we go further, this is actually a piece that I created. I call this the flat. What I did was took bleached blue jean, added a little bit of spikes, because I have 3 different types of bows. So I have the big bows, the flat bows, and I have the rose bows. But I just wanted you to get that before I went on. I actually do custom orders. A lot of times when I do my lives, I'm really kind of working off of what's going on in my mind. I never tell anybody this, but probably a few people know. I get really nervous when people place custom orders, because now there's an expectation that I have to meet of the customer. Of the client. So it's easy for me to just kind of like freestyle. I have freestyled a lot of my items, and you know, I've gotten a lot of great success behind those items, but the custom orders, child, listen. Yeah. But I love those, and I tell people all the time, I prefer when you make a custom order and not kind of request the same pieces that I've already made, because my goal is for you to look like no one else. That is my goal. So even if, let's just say for this bow for instance, and you say, hey, I want that, I would probably tweak it a little bit, maybe add silver spikes, maybe add a different type of blue jean, because I want for you to be able to step out in the world and you look like you and no one else. And so that's really, really my goal. On my page, the Zenobia Harvey collection, I actually have a tab that you can click on where it says see my work, and it has all of the bows, all of the shoes, the purses, and this gives the client an idea of what they want to choose from, so then that way when they do place their order, it can literally be customized just for them.
Right, that's awesome. And so I know you just mentioned about different customers and wanting different things. So how do you deal with those disgruntled customers, you know, the ones that are pretty much like not our favorite? They give you, you know, a hard time or a little bit more difficult than others. How do you deal with them?
Good thing is all of my clients are my favorite clients, and so I don't have a least favorite. I do have some that are more specific about their requests as far as the time that it needs to be delivered. But one thing that I said is that I've learned that everybody's different.
Right.
You know, I know that there's going to come a time in business, because I've seen it done before. I know there's going to come a time in business where you're going to probably have a bad review. Someone's not going to like your product. You're not going to get a referral because of this. But I don't set my expectations on that. I know that it's going to come, but it's going to go away like the gust of wind. And so because of that, my focus is more on the clients who appreciate the work. And so, yeah, I don't have a least favorite at all. I love all of them. I've dealt with all different types. And one thing that I have learned too is just because I make it doesn't mean that they have to like it.
Right.
You know, I make plenty of things. My mind is really broad. I make some weird stuff. And even though I see it, doesn't mean that the client sees it. And I've learned to be okay with that, not to be offended. And what I tell people, hey, if you don't like it, it's absolutely okay. Let me make a piece that's to your satisfaction, to something that you like. And so, yeah, I love all my clients. Nobody can anger me. If they do, I'll never say it, you know, because I appreciate the support either way.